RSTV, bring you the news as it is.
Today on the news, Governor Fubara inspects state-owned Bombardier Global 500 aircraft after repairs and maintenance work. FAC, federal government, state, local governments share 966.110 billion naira July allocation, plus Minister of Art, Culture and Creative Economy Hannatu Musawa plans theme song for Nigeria. Good afternoon. Do you love and care about Rivers State and at peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has explained that his support to the University of Port Harcourt to remain the best in the country will not distract him from ensuring that the state-owned university are also competitive. Governor Fubara spoke shortly after he inspected the progress of work done at the convocation arena undertaken by the River State government that is nearing completion. Tamno Brabi Ibulobo takes it from here.
On his return from Abuja, the aircraft that Governor Fubara boarded landed at the NAV base in Port Harcourt, from where he set out on the inspection tour of the convocation arena of the University of Port Harcourt. About 2 months ago, the governor had visited to ascertain the progress of work done and got the commitment of the contractor to complete it so that it will be ready for commissioning during the first 100 days in office of the governor. Today, the completion stage is about 99%, and Governor Fubara is optimistic that it will be included among project lineup for the commissioning in September. Governor Fubara said the support to the University of Port Harcourt will strengthen its capacity to retain its ranking as the first university of choice in Nigeria.
We were here about 2 months ago, and we did discuss with the contractor, and he assured us that this project will be delivered as part of our 100 days activity. So we're here again today to see the level of work that has been achieved. And from what we're seeing, I think 99% of the job is done. It's just the finishing. So I'm certain we're going to commission it in our 100 days in office. But there's something very important about this project. As of today, this university is ranking among the first in the country, and ensuring that this facility is completed would better place them in that position. So we are taking and doing everything that is important and necessary to make sure that we commission this project and also continue to see that the university ranking still stands.
The governor pointed out that aside commissioning more school infrastructure in the coming days, his administration is determined to implement youth empowerment and sustain support for small and medium businesses that will improve the economic well-being of Rivers people. Governor Fubara also inspected the state-owned Bombardier Global 5,000 aircraft that had been returned after repairs and maintenance work were done on it because of the technical problem it developed about a year ago.
We have a lot of schools that will be commissioned. We have a lot of roads. We also have other programs which includes youth empowerment, creation of supporting small business and medium businesses in the state that we are also going to launch. The essence of governance is having a process that sustains continuity. That the aircraft had an issue with the other administration, and it's an aircraft that belongs to the state. It is also my own duty to make sure that it is completed, fixed, and also put to use in our own administration. So when we say our mantra is consolidation and continuity, you can see the basis of we picking that team.
Tamuno Barabi Iblubo, RSTV News.
Former Chief of State, Rivers State Government House and Chieftain of All Progressive Congress, Chief Tony Okocha, has thanked President Ahmed Tinubu for rewarding Rivers State by appointing the immediate past governor of the state, Nyesom Wike, as Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Justice Ihunwa reports that Okocha expressed the gratitude in a chat with newsmen in Port Harcourt. His report.
Chief Okocha said the appointment of Nyesom Wike is a right decision of putting square peg in a square hole, and expressed joy that he was appointed despite several arguments and opposition from some quarters. He pointed out that the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, is grounded in governance and administration and will bring his weight of experience to bear to the satisfaction of the President.
And we have said times and again in our attempt to thank the President in writing that he had put a square peg in a square hole. Governor Wike is not a neophyte, not a zero in governance and administration. He is not a pushover in the political sphere. And so all that the President will be needing, for which he has so appointed him, he will get even more.
The chieftain of APC pointed out that the initial master plan of Abuja is drifting and expressed hope that Wike has the courage to restore its status. While congratulating Nyesom Wike on his outstanding achievements, Okocha was optimistic that he will replicate his magic wands of development in Abuja.
Look at the Abuja status that we used to know. The aesthetic beauty, as initially designed, is beginning to drift. Is drifting into slums. The Abuja Master Plan that is known to all of us, which we initially said was a synergy of excellence, has started drifting away and is no longer qualified to be called a capital city. I think that the President may have interest in bringing back Abuja to its status. And to do that, you don't need a push and start. You need somebody who has courage. You need somebody who can exude the confidence as the slightest opportunity to change Abuja back to what it is.
Chief Okocha assured all who supported the cause of Tinubu's presidency of the needed reward. Justice Ihunwa, RSTV News.
And our cross-section of Rivers people have congratulated the immediate past governor of the state, Nyesom Wike, on his appointment as Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Namdi Olimni reports that some respondents also prayed for him to succeed in his new endeavor.
Respondents expressed happiness over the appointment and inauguration of former Governor Nyesom Wike as the first Southerner to occupy the office of the Minister of the FCT, Abuja, describing it as unprecedented in the political history of the country. They commended President Bola Tinubu for the gesture, assuring him that he would not regret his action as the seasoned politician would not disappoint him but perform beyond his expectation. They equally called on the minister to replicate milestones recorded in Rivers State in his new office and continue to be a good ambassador of the state.
Our former governor, Chief Nyesom Wike, on his inauguration as the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. And we say God to give him the wisdom to pilot the affair of that ministry to an enviable height.
We are not surprised that he will be given an appointment. Wike is such a person that every person will want him in his cabinet. because of his enormous contributions to the polity of Rivers State as well as the nation at large.
Respondents also dismissed insinuations from some quarters that the position of FCT minister would not be of any benefit to the state and urged those with such mindsets to disabuse their minds and see the appointment as a national assignment.
You recall that when he was Minister of Education, junior minister, Rivers State as a whole benefited. How much more when he is another governor in FCT? So his appointment will yield so many dividends to our people. I'm very, 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 very certain of that.
God have chosen him too, and the state too have chosen him, and federal have chosen him, that the work he have been doing to the state, let him come and do it to the FCT, because he do many jobs which people did not expect in the state that he would do, and he do it within hour of time when people did not expect.
The former governor of Rivers State, Chief Ian Wike, deserved that appointment as a minister of Federal Capital Territory. I think he's the first of his kind, somebody from the southern region holding that position. My advice to the former governor of Rivers State is that I want him to do more of what he did in Rivers State.
Respondents also appealed to the new ministers of Works and Niger Delta Affairs to pay attention to the East-West Road, which has become a death trap, noting that the importance of the road to the national economy cannot be undermined.
The East-West Road that has turned to be a death trap, the road that brings what it takes to the country, the road that feeds the nation, should be put in order instead of turning to be a death trap.
Rivers people are curious and expectant to see what the new government would bring to the table. Nnamdi Olimini, RSTV News.
The Federal Account Allocation Committee, FEC, at its meeting chaired by the Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edo, in Abuja, shared a total sum from 966.110 billion naira to the 3 tiers of government as Federation allocation for July 2023, out of total gross revenue of 1,746,491 trillion naira. From the state, amount inclusive of gross statutory revenue, value-added tax VAT, electronic money transfer levy AMTL, and exchange difference, the federal government received 374,485 billion naira. The states received 310.670 billion naira. The local government councils got 229.409 billion naira, while the oil producer states received 51.545 billion naira as derivation revenue. The communique issued by the FEC at the end of the meeting indicated that the gross revenue available from the value-added tax VAT for July 2023 was the 298.789 billion naira, which was an increase from the 293.411 billion naira distributed in the preceding month, increasing to 5.378 billion naira. Okay. Minister of Art, Culture and Creative Economy Hannatu Musa Mustawa has called on songwriters and the music artists across the 6 geopolitical zones to come up with a theme song for the country. Musa Mustawa, who disclosed this shortly after assuming office, said one of her priorities was to have a national theme song for the country that would help strengthen the belief of the citizens in the Nigerian project. She also promised to give her best to rebrand Nigeria's image. The minister maintained that the country can no longer be associated with negativity such as poverty, fraud, terrorism, and other forms of criminality. According to her, changing the nation's image positively beyond the shores of this country will require the collective support of all well-meaning Nigerians, noting that efforts will be made to ensure the country's creative industry attracts improved foreign earnings. The gross statutory revenue of 1,150.42 billion naira received for the month was lower than 1,152.921 billion naira received in the previous month of June 2023 by 2.497 billion naira. Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister for the Economy noted that there was the need for government to mobilize resources to deliver on its mandate to create employment and reduce poverty. Do you love and care about River State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. And now, after the break, Russian army officials received in Libya after Khalifa Haftar invite. And in sports, Spain's FA calls emergency meeting over rebels casing incident. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Corruption not in my country.
Welcome to Studio Airline.
Oh, thank you. Please, we need ticket to Abuja. Yes.
Oh, so sorry, sir. Seats are fully booked.
Hello, ladies.
Good day, ma'am.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Please, I need a ticket to Abuja.
Oh, sure.
40,000, ma'am. Here.
Excuse me. Abuja.
Yes.
But you people told us that tickets are finished. Abi?
When you ask for tickets, there was no tickets.
Exactly.
Hey. So this is what you people do. You hoard tickets and use them for your private business. This is the same reason why, when we get into the flight, they're empty.
Oga, you can call Minister of Aviation.
Excuse me? So this is what you do? You hoard tickets for your PP? This is corruption and
not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
This is the world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. RSTV Channel 22 Courts. World-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, analysis. RSTV 22 Poha Courts. RSTV World News, we bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. RSTV Channel 22 Poha Courts.
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. Security and Civil Defense Corps NSC has arrested 13 suspected railway vandals with large quantities of long rails and sleepers worth 800 million naira. Spokesman Babawale Afolabi, the suspects were arrested by the Commandant General's Special Intelligence Squad. The suspects were paraded alongside 5 trucks conveying the large quantities of vandalized rail and sleepers at the NSCDC headquarters, Abuja. Afolabi said the arrest took place around the Manchok area of Kaura local government area and Zonkwa area in the Zanko Katab local government area and the area in Jama local government area of Kaduna State. He added that upon arrest, the CGS says were offered 30 million naira as bribe, which they declined. The NSCDC Commandant General, Dr. to be in identified iron and steel companies who always buy, process, and melt the vandalized rail track iron and sleepers, adding that efforts are in top gear to unmask these syndicates. In our business news, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NERC), Sanusi Garba, has urged prepaid meter users November 2024. NERC, which shared the update on its Twitter, said Discourse shall commence issuance of 2 free keychain tokens which will update the meter, and that updating is easy and free. The Electricity Regulatory Commission added that the update, which is free of charge, will not affect the current prepaid units of users. It further advises to contact the distribution companies for more information as regards the update, adding that the update will not affect the units, nor will it make the meter run faster than usual. Reports reaching our news desk had it that Algeria has sent its foreign minister Ahmed Attaf on a tour of Nigeria, Benin and Ghana to help find a way out of the crisis, saying it's firmly opposed to any military intervention in Niger. Minister Ahmed Attaf would hold consultations on the crisis in Niger and ways of dealing with his counterparts in these countries which belong to the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The aim is to contribute to a political solution that will spare this country and the entire region the repercussions of a possible escalation of the situation. Algerian diplomacy has a long history of mediating or attempting to resolve numerous international conflicts. President Tebboune has said he categorically rejects any external military intervention, which he described as a direct threat to Algeria, noting that there will be no solution without them. Algeria shares almost 1 kilometer border with Niger. He added that as Africa's largest nation, Algeria borders 2 countries in the field of crisis, Mali and Libya, and refuses to open a third front on its border. And now Russian military officials, including Moscow's Deputy Defense Minister, has an invite from pro-Moscow military strongman Khalifa Haftar. Haftar, who backs the country's eastern administration, is close to Russia's private Wagner mercenary, whose troop guard military and oil infrastructure in the country. Moscow Defense Ministry said this is the first official visit of a Russian military delegation to Libya, and that during the visit it is planned to discuss for cooperation in combating international terrorism and issues of joint action. The visit, led by Deputy Defense Minister Yunus Bek Yevkorov, Libya at the Army 2023 Expo and Moscow Conference on the International Security earlier this month. The meeting came amid renewed focus on Russia's activities in Africa after Wagner chief Yevgeny Prigozhin announced in a video that his group was making the continent freer. Wagner maintained a strong military presence in Africa, where it has partnered with several nations, including Mali and the Central African Republic. And now President Luis Inacio Lula has defended closer ties with African countries during his speech at the BRICS Business Forum in Johannesburg. The BRICS group is composed of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, the world's largest emerging economies. According to South Africa officials, the bloc already is home to 40% of the world's population and responsible for more than 30% of global economic input, and more than nations have applied to join, including Saudi Arabia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates. The Brazilian president said Brazil is a continent it should never have left, saying Africa offers vast opportunities and enormous potential for growth. Former President Jair Bolsonaro didn't visit the African continent during his 4-year term in office. The meeting was also attended by the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, and the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi. China President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin did not attend, but sent representatives to the event. And now from the entertainment desk, popular Nigerian singer Yemi Alade has survived a car accident in Spain. Alade, in a post shared on her Instagram page, disclosed that the accident happened somewhere between Barcelona and Benicassim. Joseph Adeyeju has more on this story and other entertainment stories.
She stated that she also experienced a minor medical emergency after performing on stage 7 hours after the incident on the same day. While appreciating God for keeping her alive, she noted that she only lost a nail.
I'm looking for my Johnny. Where is my Johnny? Johnny, do you know Johnny?
Nigerian stories continue to beat the confinement of space with international recognition. Akoroko, an African cinema coverage company, announced the news revealing the movie as one of the 12 slated films to be screened for accredited buyers during the festival and worldwide acquisition. O.C. Ukeje will feature in Ora as its head for the Toronto International Film Festival TIFF 2023 Industry Selects lineup. TIFF 2023 is the 48th edition of its kind and will take place in mid-September 2023. It features many works of art from all over the world. Onyu Oladeju, a Nigerian-Canadian actor, plays the lead in Aura as it tells the story of an illegal immigrant in Toronto as a cabbie. Her teenage son gets murdered back in Nigeria and she is now on a mission to bring down the international money launderers responsible for his death. The cast includes Tina Mba, Emeka Nwagborocha, Femi Lawson, Ruby Akubeze, Somkele Iya Idhalama, Oris Ohiru, Morgan Bedard, Christopher Savewright, and Agape Umezulu. Famous Barbadian singer Rihanna has welcomed a new baby with an American rapper A$AP Rocky. The birth of this new baby came a year after her delivery of their first son, RZA. The musician had announced her second pregnancy in February during her performance at the Super Bowl 2023 halftime show. Joseph Adeonju, RSTV Entertainment News.
You're welcome back. And now, sports. The Spanish Football Federation has called an extraordinary assembly for Friday. It has also started an internal investigation into events during the award ceremony after its team had won the Women's World Cup. The news came after RFTV President Luis Rubiales killed Spain player Jenny Hermoso on the lips during the victory ceremony in Sydney, where Spain won the trophy for the first time 1-0 over England. The incident caused a storm. Rubiales later apologized, but Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez said that was not good enough and that he has to continue taking steps to clarify what is also in the media. There have been many calls for Rubiales to say that will likely not happen, as delegates were expected to rally behind him. Hermoso said on social media posts that she didn't like the kiss, before defending Rubiales in a statement issued later, saying they had a good relationship